Hey folks, Sandamtod here. How's everybody doing tonight? Today, whenever you're watching this, got a package in the mail. Thought we'd whip this one out really quick. Package. So let's get the knife and do this. I'm basically really finicky right now. I mean, I'm really not buying anything unless it's boxed. I can't. It's almost reached a point where I can't even fathom buying something loose cart. And if it's expensive enough that I can't buy it boxed or whatever, I mean, then I don't really need it that bad anyway. So I talked about this for a second in my last video. I ended up going back and buying it. And you may guess by what we got going on in the background, but I picked up Willow for $10, complete in the box. It's in very good condition. I mean, they still have the shrink wrap on it. That's the original sealed shrink wrap. I can tell because the way it's ripped down, it tore exactly across where the H seal was. So it's missing the very top and a little piece right here. But it primarily is still on here, and it's really protected the front of this box really well. So it's never been crushed. It's in really great condition. Willow. This is based on the movie that I got going here by George Lucas that was directed by Ron Howard. And it's great. This movie came out when I was probably like 13, 12 or 13. I think it was 13 when it came out, like in '88. So I remember it being a great movie. I've seen it multiple times, and I've got it on DVD, for Christ's sake. It's just one of those movies where there's a lot of different characters and a lot of different stuff going on, and it just is an awesome movie. I picked this up when it came out, the special edition on the DVD. They might have a Blu-ray out now. I don't know, but I think there's a running commentary with the Warwick Davis, the guy that did the Willow, and was Wicket the Ewok in the Star Wars movies. But it's really great. I really love the movie, and I was glad when they made a game that came out about it. I kind of wish it would have been a little more role playing. This one felt more like a Zelda. It did have a leveling up system, and it did have an inventory system. The inventory system reminded me of Zelda. It did have a little bit of a leveling up system. You know, so it was kind of a mix, but it felt more like Zelda to me than anything else, pretty much. And so it was really cool. Let's crack it open and see what we got here. It is in really good shape. The box has been kept in pretty darn good shape, actually, and it's complete. Wow. The color on that label is really dark and really rich looking. Most of them, when you see them loose cart, the labels are so scuffed and stuff from being rented out or whatever for, how many ever hundreds of people touched it, that you don't usually get a nice dark color on the label like that. So that looks really nice. It looks almost brand new. I mean, the cart does. The pins all look good. Yeah, those look good. Great stuff. It's got, among other things, our little goodies. It's got a caution: Nintendo recommends against using a rear projection television with your NES, because image retention may occur. It's got a Capcom registration card for the game, and your Nintendo Power, which everything had in it, a Nintendo Power deal. And then the directions. The directions are crispy. They're not folded or anything. It looks like maybe somebody laid a soda can on it. Let's see. We got a Sprite can. Yep, that's looking like what it is. Somebody laid a soda can on there. A very light ring on the front of it. It's noticeable, but not horrible. And the instructions are complete. They're in black and white, but they're complete. got your different characters and stuff there. So we have our mid-range focus on our camera. Sorry, folks. I just haven't ever wanted to upgrade my camera. It gets a decent picture, at least my home one does. The little flip cam I go out with is a little more rough, but, you know, it gets along. I've thought about upgrading to an HD camera or you know, at least getting one that had autofocus and stuff on it. But, and it has the cardboard thing in it, so it was complete. $10 plus ship. So it was like $13. So I was willing to pay that. I have a loose cart, so that gives us doubles. I really don't mind having the loose cart as well, because that way I can just keep one version in the box and keep it, you know, on display. And then if I want to play, I can dig out the loose carts and just play those. So actually I have one more game coming. This wasn't the one I thought it was going to be initially, but when I saw who it was shipped by, I knew who it was. That it was the Willow one, not the other one. I'm not going to do any gameplay on this per se, because just in the real recently, Bithead 1000 did a review on this game, and he did a lot of good review and a lot of good gameplay on it. And in not a month, or maybe 2 months max, in the last 2 months he put it up. So if you guys want to see some Willow gameplay, maybe I can put a link up to his movie, or at least his channel, and you can check out his gameplay on it. They did have a an arcade game, Willow. I don't know if it came out in the U.S., but I know it had a Japanese arcade release. It was more like a side-scroller, and we'll see how much of a hassle it is. I might throw some of that side-scroller MAME on here, just so you can get a taste if you haven't ever seen it. It's pretty fun, too, and I like the side-scroller, so... before this Willow music drives me nuts in the background, I think I'm going to sign off. Like I said, I might try to do a little MAME gameplay. Depends on how big of a hassle it is. If not, forgive me. Thanks, folks, for coming by. I'll keep this one short. Any and all new subscribers, how you doing? Any of you that have stuck around through this crap, thank you, and we'll keep rolling them out.
Alright, folks, so we're going to check out a little bit of this MAME emulation for this arcade version of Willow. Just as, I don't know, for the hell of it. It doesn't really have anything to do with the package I got, but I remember I found this long, you know, when I was downloading MAME ROMs and stuff a long time ago, and it's definitely more of a side-scroller. It feels more like Ghosts and Goblins or something. When you're playing along. I don't know why it's got this long intro with no music or anything. I thought maybe the ROM was messed up, but the video was at first, and then it just the audio kicks in here in a second at the title screen. So I don't know why there's like, whether it's supposed to be dramatic build up or what. Willow. Yeah, so Capcom did this version too, the arcade game. See, I would have played this one too. I mean, yeah, I like the adventure game, but this kind of Ghosts and Goblins style side-scroller thing is cool too. So. Graphics are pretty good. Well, it was arcade back then, so arcade quality definitely was beating the ass of the home consoles at this point. So we're done watching her run with the baby, so we'll get started here. Willow's looking very svelte. He's got his little I think he's throwing acorns or something. I don't forget what weapon he's got here. The ones that turn people to stone. These don't turn people to stone, though. There's the village elder. Hope this isn't too shaky, but I had to do it this way. Kind of handheld it. I recorded the video inside the the MAME emulator, but it would only play it back in the MAME emulator, so I had to kind of handheld it to get the footage, so I hope it's not too bad. But as you can see, it's like a side scroller. He's got a projectile, and he can jump. You collect gold coins, which I think you can buy stuff from this guy that kind of pops up every now and again, kind of like the dude from Resident Evil 4. Oh, I just took a dive off there. Literally, he looked like he was diving off of there. What are you buying? He's around here somewhere. Because I ran into him, I was like, who the hell is this owl-looking dude? You'll see here in a minute. There's those dog things. There he is. Mr. Owlman or something. Yeah, we just go with nothing. I don't really know where to go. I didn't, like I said, I didn't put a lot of time into this. I just knew that it existed, so. You got like a 3-hit life bar. I guess you can expand that, because it looked like the little demo at the beginning, he had a 5-hit life bar, and he's on the same level that I was on, so. You continue. Dude wakes you up. Back to this again. Looks like there's at least 6 stages. This guy was kind of a pain in the ass. I was using the keyboard too instead of using a controller, so I kept getting my jump and shoot buttons kind of mixed up, and that's why I did some stupid shit like diving off that ledge and alright. Jump! Oh no. He just like this, yeah, it's like this super ass jump here. And it's like, I was like, god damn, he jumped 5 times his body height, you know. But he did, so. Here's this owl dude again. Owl Roker. I think I talked to him a little more. I kind of just tried to buy anything at this point, and I don't think I had enough money to really buy anything, so I was just like, I guess you could sit there. It didn't look like there was a timer, but I don't know. No, there's a timer. So I don't know. I was going to say maybe you could just sit and try to collect gold, but I don't know. This is like the first stage in boss guy. I didn't beat him. I fought it for a minute, and then we called it quits. I've just given y'all a taste of what's going on with the Willow arcade, in case y'all wanted to try to download the Willow MAME ROM, because it's fun. It's like Ghosts and Goblins. So anyway, we're going to sign off. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next video. Bye.